Yes. Yes, Mr. Grissom. No, I'm not asking for your help, but I'm just telling you, you've got to do something. All right. We'll talk about it on Friday. Listen, Mr. Grissom. Why don't we bury the hatchet and you come here with Mrs. Roosevelt for supper, Christmas Eve? You will? Wonderful. Grace, I know what Democrats eat.
Yes, sir.
The package from Tiffany's
Arrived this morning.
fine. I'll give it to her and tell her I want to adopt her.
She's going to be the happiest little girl in the world.
Yes, now get her down here. Annie, can we have a man-to-man talk?
You're sending me back to the orphanage, aren't you?
Of course not. Annie, I was born to a very poor family, and both of my parents died before I was 10. So I made a promise to myself that one day, one way or another, I was going to be rich. Very rich.
That was a good idea.
But lately I've realized something. No matter how much money you've got, if you have no one to share your life with, if you're alone, then you might as well be broke. I was in Tiffany's the other day, picked this up for you.
For me?
It's a silver locket, Annie. I noticed that old broken one you always wear. I said to myself, I'm gonna get that kid a nice new locket. So we'll just take this old...
No! I don't want a new one.
Annie, what's wrong?
This locket, my mom and dad gave it to me when they left me at the orphanage. A note too, saying that they'd come back for me. I know I'm real lucky being here with you for Christmas and all, but the one thing I want in all the world is to find my mother and brother and have folks of my own.
It'll be all right. I'll find them. I'll find your parents for you.
Annie, Miss Warbucks will find your parents if he has to put everyone in the organization on a job. If he has to pull every political string there is to pull.
Up to and including the White House. Annie, give me your locket.
But Mr. Warbucks.
I understand, but it could be our best clue.
Okay.
We'll have the FBI trace it and find out who bought it.
Maybe they should have my note too.
Watch, Annie. You may be meeting your mother and father within a couple of days.
Really?
Really.
Oh boy, I gotta go write a letter to the kids about this.
What a thing to occur, finding them, losing her. Oh, you won't be an orphan for long.
And pretty soon, everyone will know that I'm looking for my folks. Because we're gonna go on the radio and tell them. So make sure you listen, okay? So maybe now it's time. And maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby.
starring your old softie, Bert Healy. And good evening, Oliver Warbucks. It's nice of you to drop by.
Good evening, Bert Healy. It is nice to be here.
So, Oliver Warbucks, I understand that you have something to tell the folks at home about little Annie here.
Yes, Bert Healy. I am now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Furthermore, I am offering a certified check for $50,000 to anyone who can prove they're Annie's parents.
Wow!
So, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to Oliver Warbucks, care of this station. Thank you, Oliver Warbucks.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
Gee, Annie on the radio, coast to coast, she's famous. I wish I were on the radio. Me too.
I want to be on the demo radio.
I do. So for all of the Hours of Smiles family, this is Bert Healy saying, hey ho, and hey dapper down, the golden horse of brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes may be low, brownly, they stand out of brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or Savvy Row? It's what you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe that matters. So janitor, so long for a while. Remember, you're never fully dressed. Oh, you may wear your best. You're never fully dressed without a smile. Smile, 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 darling, smile.
What are you doing up?
Annie was on the radio.
Yeah, I heard, and next thing you know, she'll be in the movies. Now, get to bed.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
$50,000? What I couldn't do with $50,000.
Excuse me, you work at this here orphanage?
Yeah. Ma'am, was you working here 11 years ago? Yeah. What do you want?
Well, we had terrible troubles back then. We had to leave our baby here. I'm from Stu.
Our little girl, Annie. Your Annie's parents? Oh, I can't believe it! Wait, where'd you say you're from again?
Old farm up in Canada, where they've got lots of chickens, and ducks, and geese, and roosters! Gotcha, sis.
Rooster? I never believed it was you in 100 years.
Hold, Jaggy, and get this. We're gonna fool warlocks too.
Get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
We need your help, sis, with some details about Annie that can help us pull this thing off.
What's in it for me?
Three-way split.
Half.
Half. Half!
Okay, 25 grand each. We gotta do it fast. Get the money, get the kid, and get out of town.
The kid's a problem. What are you gonna do with her afterwards?
No problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears. For good. You get the 50 grand, we blow this crummy town, and Lou and I will meet you.
Where? Oh, yeah!
Three.
but we've interviewed over 1,000 people, and all of them were liars and fakes.
Aw, gee.
Are you certain?
None of them knew about the locket.
I was sure someone was going to be my mother and father.
Sir, this has just come from the FBI.
Oh, finally. Agent Gunderson located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Yucatan, New York.
Oh, boy!
Over 90,000 were made and sold.
Aw, gee.
Annie, I'm afraid the FBI doesn't think there's a chance in a million of tracing your parents through the locket. Sorry.
It's okay. Anyway, I guess a kid can get along without folks. You didn't turn out so bad.
Grace,
Yes, sir?
do you have the legal papers I gave you the other day?
Right here.
Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
If I can't have my real mother and father, there's no one in the world I'd rather have as a father than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption. It's going to be a celebration, and you can have anyone in the world you'd like to come to it. Who'd you like?
Well, I guess I'd like Miss Farrell, and Drake, and Mrs. Pugh, and, well, everybody here.
Drake? Tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be guests at Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and the kids, too.
It'll be way past the bedtime now. But tell you what, we can have everyone from the orphanage here tomorrow for a big Christmas party.
Miss Hannigan, too.
Why not?
Oh, boy!
Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid.
Together at last, together forever. We're tied in a knot, they never can sever. I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything but
You. Yesterday was plain awful.
you. Could say that again,
Yesterday was plain awful.
but that's
Not now.
then.
I'm poor as a mouse.
I'm richer than Midas.
But nothing on earth could ever divide us. And if tomorrow I'm an apple seller too,
I don't need anything.
anything. I don't need anything but you.
Excuse, folks. Shirley, look, there's our Annie.
Who are you?
Honey, we're your mom and dad.
Ralph's the name. Ralph Mudge. This is wife Shirley.
And you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge.
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
We've interviewed many people, and
I'll be expecting you'll be wanting proof of who we are. Here's our driver's licenses and Annie's birth certificate.
baby girl, name Anne Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, New York, New York, October 28, 1922.
October 28th. That's my birthday.
Ralph, look! Annie's wearing the locket!
When we left Annie at the orphanage 11 years ago, we left half a silver locket with her, kept the other half. It fits perfectly.
Oh, thank goodness, Ralph, she's our Annie!
Mr. Mudge, what about the money?
Well, we ain't got much, but we'll be glad to give you whatever.
You haven't heard? I've offered a certified check for $50,000 to anyone who can prove they're Annie's parents.
No, sir. Anyway, we don't want no money.
On the other hand, Ralph, remember that pig farm out in New Jersey? With $50,000, we can afford to bring up Annie right in the country.
Mr. Mudge, Would you mind if Annie stayed here until tomorrow morning? Christmas. Then you could come by to pick up Annie and Jeff.
Whatever you prefer, sir.
Bye, Annie love.
Till tomorrow morning, honey. Then you spend the rest of your life with us. Oops, on me, Blondie. Merry Christmas.
Well, this is
Wonderful news.
Drake
Sir?
Champagne. We must celebrate, because we've just heard the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her mother and father. I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge. Annie, wait!
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
I don't think that Ralph and Shirley Mudge are who they say they are. I feel like I've seen them before.
Then I won't give up till we're certain. I'll find a way. I'll go straight to the top, to the President of the United States, even if he is a Democrat. You're up early.
You're up early too.
We've been up all night, dear. FBI men coming and going. And did you know that President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
Mr. President?
Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, President Roosevelt.
Annie, early this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. He succeeded in tracing the identity of your parents.
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear. David and Margaret Bennett.
But how?
Annie.
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
So you mean I'm an orphan after all?
Are you all right, Annie?
Yes, because I know they loved me, and they would have come back for me if they were.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
I love you too, Mr. Warbucks. Now, who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
Well, you see, the birth certificate could have easily been forged, but nobody knew about the locket except for us.
And the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Sir, Miss Hannigan and the children from the orphanage.
Ah, Miss Hannigan, I'm delighted to meet you.
Same here. I know you anywheres.
Let me introduce you to everyone. You know my secretary, Miss Farrell. That's the President of the United States, and that's my butler, Drake.
Look, kids to have presents for all of us. Yay!
Sir, just come to me after that.
Now it all fits together.
Sir, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas.
Well, we didn't want to bother you on Christmas and all. We just came to see old Granny. Oh, hey, check.
Ah, yes. Of course. Check. Here it is, Mr. Mudge. $50,000 certified.
Certified. Paid the order of. The jig is up.
Yes, the jig is up, Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as...
Rooster Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
Let's turn them over.
And I believe that you'll find that this woman is their accomplice.
You see, no. I've never seen those people till like yesterday. Come off it, Aggie. Annie. Don't apologize. I was watching you. Your face.
Gee, Miss Hannigan, don't forget the one thing you always taught me. Never tell a lie. Miss Hannigan is gone for good. Yay!
And you children won't have to work anymore.
Yay!
Yes, kids, for you and perhaps for all of us, this Christmas is going to be the beginning of a wonderful life, a new deal. Hey, how do I like that? A new deal.
So do I, Franklin. A new deal. Thus come out tomorrow, let your mother learn that
Tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow. There's a way to colors and sorrow till there's none. When the sun of that day that's
Checkpoint 2.
Hey, hello. I'm Jennifer Caponi. I am the director of the show, and I'd just like to say how awesome these children were again. And I was able to see most of the show. They just made me very proud. And this is something I didn't mention yesterday, that almost half our cast, this is their first show with us. So it's just amazing. It's going to be really there. And some of our older kids are actually helping us backstage. So we really feel like we have a nice little family here. Yeah, we have Brett and Jeffrey on that side. They were both in our first Danny we did 2 years ago. And as well as Jeffrey's sister Megan was in Annie as well. And Olivia, she's done shows with us in the past as well. So we actually have 3 sisters. We have siblings in our show, so we just love our little performing family.